Okay, I'm on a roll. So anyways, I saw this comment as well, and I recommend first to go over to CRNA School Prep Academy podcast because I have more than one episode that covers this topic in detail. So it's going to be a lot longer than 3 minutes, but is to kind of give you a blanket statement as far as ICU experience is best as far as being competitive for CRNA school. This really stems from knowing what your school requirements are first. So a lot of mistakes that I see students make is they graduate from nursing school and they know they want to do CRNA, but they're also very interested in ER or other areas that maybe they spike their interest during nursing school. Or maybe they, again, take a position at an ICU, but don't really thoroughly research all the requirements of their CRNA program prior to taking the position. And then they work there for years and they go to apply and they realize, oh, shoot, I don't really work in a super high acuity ICU, or oh crumb, I work in the ER, and they only take that on an individual basis, or they don't take it at all. Same with NICU, PICU. The units that are kind of more not as commonly accepted are the PICU, NICU, and ER for CRNA school, mostly the ER being the big one that a lot of people are not aware of. Recently, the NBCRNA just released another study. They study every year the board passing rates and what units people come from. Believe it or not, like the ones that historically perform the worst as far as board passing rates are NICU, and then they had like OR and PACU on there, which I don't think that they only had PACU or OR experience. I think they probably had a lot of PACU and OR experience with just a little bit of ICU experience. Now that being said, no, I'm a peds CRNA. I love NICU, PICU, like high five to you guys. You guys have strength as far as weight-based dosing. However, the pathophysiology between a neonate and adult, or even a PICU nurse, is a much wider variety of patients that they see. It's very, very different than true adult high acuity ICU nursing. And while I think it's amazing experience, I think that you need to know that some schools only accept this with caution because of the statistics that show that these areas tend to be weaker as far as doing well on board exams. All that being said, really the best, most safest units to really go for are extremely high acuity units, meaning if your patients are being transferred out, you're not seeing ventilators, you're rarely seeing vasoactive drips, you need to find some place that can give you these experiences. So adult ICU is always going to be the safest way. Now, it doesn't really matter neuro or CVICU, MICU, SICU. As long as they're really high acuity units, that's okay. You don't need CVICU experience to become a CRNA. And remember, they look at your application as a whole picture. So if you just have high acuity ICU experience but no leadership experience and your GPA is kind of like, well, then it's probably not going to work anyways.